Hello, happy Saturday. I'm here with my cup of lovely coffee in Ilsorsorg. It's a little bit dull here today, and a bit windy, but it's still really warm. It's really lovely. It's about 22 degrees. So I hope it's lovely where you are. So grab your cup of coffee or your cup of your favorite beverage, and let's get straight into this week's inspiration. When I tuned in about what I was to talk about today, um, I was guided to talk about how we as women self-abandon. This is really, really important right now to bring your awareness to this pattern because it's keeping women small. It's keeping you small. It's keeping women in a limited role of kind of martyrdom, servant, people pleaser. And this is not where women thrive, okay? And it's time for women to thrive. You may be feeling it, you're feeling yourself that there's got to be more to life than this, that there's more to me than meets the eye. I'm not just at whatever roles you have been given to you or the roles that you have taken on. So at the end of the day, I remember my mother saying to me when I was younger, saying, Mag, if you don't take the time for you, it's never given. And I think, oh my God, that is so, so true. So it's like we've got to take up that space because nobody else will do it for us, okay? I want to talk about kind of self-abandonment patterns, which are kind of playing out in the conditioning of the female psyche. And it's really now wanting to be released for you and from you so that you can experience and anchor into this new fifth dimensional earth template. Okay, so this self-abandonment comes up very much, for all women. It's, there's different kind of initiations into becoming a divinely prosperous woman. And so one of these aspects is self-abandonment that plays out in some shape or form. And it usually plays out when you want to step up, when you start to give yourself something that you've really longed for before. And now, you've had it. Usually that's, something like a program or a course or something that's really for you as an individual rather than for anybody else, benefiting anybody else. This first starts actually with you, okay? Now, of course, as we know, when we do any courses, workshops that are really for our own personal development, it's going to benefit everybody. But it first of all benefits you, okay? And what I have found is that when the woman works on herself and deals with these kind of patterns like self-abandonment that is not serving anybody, then it really raises the vibration of everybody around the woman as well. Because when the woman in the house is in a good place, then everybody else is, okay? Now, the other thing I wanted to talk about, like maybe to say, so that you can kind of maybe recognize what is this self-abandon, pattern, okay? So self-abandon patterns kind of show up in relation to, letting others make decisions for you, taking on board someone else's opinions, often a loved one, assuming that they know better than you and that they have your best interests, not recognizing that your needs are valid, failing to practice, self-care, any kind of codependent, relationships, not speaking up for yourself or asking for what you need, not setting, up kind of boundaries of like, actually, that's no longer comfortable for me, letting people take advantage. These are kind of signs that you are, self-abandoning. And what I see quite a lot as well is that, when a woman will join like something like Divinely Prosper or any one of my other higher end VIP one-to-one sessions, that there are sometimes, you know, I will hear like, oh my God, my husband wants me to, you know, give up this, you know, something happens, you know, there isn't enough money, or, and that is just a test, okay? The universe gives you this experience to explore this and to really test you if you really are ready to go against the grain, okay? And put yourself first. And on an unconscious level, you know, it might be too that your partner is afraid that things are going to change and he will lose you. So instead of getting annoyed or mad if these instances start coming in, you know, come with that from a place of compassion. And really, it's really you asking yourself, what do I want and what feels good for me? Even though it might mean at the beginning, there will be this kind of tightness, because what you're doing is you are breaking free into a bigger version of you, and therefore discomfort is part of it, because your old skin, the old clothing that you lived in are too small, you've outgrown them, and you are expanding into a higher version of you, right? So, and then also to know that if there is something that comes up in relation to, you know, a phase where money, you know, starts to be tight, this really, it's worth, you know, knowing that it's never about the money. It's always about the fear, because money is an energy. Money will ask more of you because there's more to you than meets the eye. So don't give the power of the lack of money. It's a symptom of keeping you in your comfort zone. And you know, nobody grows out of their comfort zone, right? And we're all being asked to kind of rise up out of this limitation and really claim our divine right to thrive, our divine right to be wealthy on our terms, our divine right to live to the rhythm of our heart and our intuition and our soul, because this is what is true. You know, there's a divine truth in everything. And when you're in that divine truth, you come back straight into center point, okay? Now, the other thing too is like the power of this decision, you know, a decision that you, that you are doing this for you, right? What can also happen is that there's, you know, procrastination. You know, you can then, you decide, yeah, I'm going to commit to this, I'm going to decide to this, then, but then there's side swipes, I call them, you know, you're being sideswiped by different situations that are kind of coming in. You know, people are calling you, but this is about you saying, this, I'm choosing me, okay? So this is very, very important. And I would kind of lovingly encourage you to kind of ask yourself, because we're all, you know, because it's in the psyche of the female, you know, there are different layers to this self-abandonment. So it's really being conscious about, okay, in this moment, if I say my choice of A or B, is that a self-abandonment or is it not a self-abandonment? So you can just be observing and start bringing this to your awareness about how you're habitually behaving, and if it's in that kind of category of where you really are going against yourself, going against your word, going against saying what you'll do and not doing it. So this is a form of kind of self-abandonment, okay? And we're going to go in and do some work on this as well, because I was guided to do some channeled energy work on this to support you and help you, okay? So the other thing why I'm bringing this up is that it's also time for us to stop abandoning other women, okay? So women criticize other women, and it really is time for us to kind of move beyond the identity of what is expected of a woman, And there is today, which is the 22nd of the 10th, 2022. This is a portal, and this is why I'm bringing this energy in, because women who tend to look after their needs and who tend to practice this self-awareness and tune in with themselves to see if it's for their highest good or highest purpose, they're called and criticized, to be selfish, right? So when a woman takes care of her needs, then she's labeled selfish. So I want to change that to self-fullness, okay? To really be self-full, because this empowers the woman. This gives the woman the permission to have her life, that the life that feeds her, the life that energizes her. And we have got to support each other in the process, okay? Because when one rises, the other rises. And I'm really finding in Divinely Prosper, when you are surrounded by women who have an open heart, who want the best for each other, who are encouraging each other, who want the success for each other as they would for themselves, that it's really, really, really powerful. And it creates a tsunami of opportunities for every woman. Okay, so when one rises, then everybody else rises, and we're not doing this alone. Okay, and this is part of us co-creating this new earth, this love-based culture. Okay, so with this portal that we have today, I am going to invite you to step into it with me. And I am going to set the intention that it will open you up to tremendous freedom of choice and possibility in life. I am also setting that, writing that into the web of the portal, that it will enable you and allow you to be more, right? Be more than over less than, okay? Where you're no longer fitting in with the status quo, and taking on that role of self-abandonment that has been role modeled. I'm sure we've all seen our mothers, how they, that generation, how they self-abandoned, and we are here to change that. How exciting is that? So I'm going to open up this portal, and we are going to invite in beautiful experiences. We're going to activate your desires, support you in taking aligned action that fills your soul. And by doing this, this will really allow you to be, to feel more whole, to feel more fulfilled, to be in that kind of divine truth, to let the abundance, to start to emerge. And so that's kind of my intention of the portal that we'll open. And so my question for you before you step into this with me is, what do you want to be? How do you want to be? Are there any, can it bring to mind maybe any habitual behaviors or ways of beings that are no longer serving your highest good? Let's release them into the portal and allow the purity of your soul. So there was that moment when your soul was created in its pure form, and that's what we want to really connect in with. So you're connecting in with this you, like the real you, that expanded you, that is infinite. Everything and anything is possible. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take a breath in, and on the out breath I want you to surrender. Now I want you to take another breath in, and on this out breath I just want you to let go of any and all of other people's energies that could be in your field through all time, space, generations, multidimensionally, backwards and forwards. I want to take another breath in. And on this out breath, actually, I just want you to let whatever words that, that kind of land, that really resonate with you, let them land into your energy, into the space. And then I want to take another breath in, and I want you to land into your heart, your soul's portal. Lovely. And then I want you to imagine 3 gorgeous roots: a beautiful violet root, a golden root, and a diamond white light root. Moving down from your heart into your solar plexus, grounding you, really, really helping you take the full space up for you. Grounding, taking you fully into your body, because your body is the container of your light, of your soul's light. We need to be very present in our bodies. Down into our sacral, feeling those roots moving down into your base chakra, down your legs, into your feet, down into the floor, through the rocks and lava, and down into the heart of Mother Earth. And we're really anchoring into the new Earth template of Mother Earth in its pure form. Letting go of any pressure that you might be feeling. Feeling a lot of pressure in the chest. Maybe taking on other people's energies, other people's responsibilities. We're going to take that away now. We're going to give that down into Mother Earth to transform into pure divine love, light, truth, and wisdom. Just letting go of the pressure. Yeah, releasing that off your chest. And giving away any worries or concerns you may have, consciously or unconsciously. All time, space, generations, multidimensionally, backwards and forwards. Right, so I'm really being guided to let it, to encourage you to let it go, to let it go, to let go whatever your idea, any fixed ideas of you, any fixed ideas of how your life is, or should be, or could be, any fixed ideas. I just want you to let go. And this is really important because this came up in our Monday wisdom, in our Divinely Prosper community, and this Monday. So there's a theme here, I think, for everybody, because it's coming again. It's like letting it go. Just let it go. Handing that over to the divine. And now I want you to, we're going to call in pure absolute divine love, the highest consciousness, to pour down into the crown of your head, into your mind, clearing your mind of limited thoughts, limited beliefs, because what you believe, you receive. Feeling that light now move down into your third eye and your eyes so you can see more clearly. We have 3 eyes. Into your nose, so you can sense the next step, into your cheeks, softening those cheeks, loosening those cheeks, a little smile even, into your mouth so you can taste the beauty of life and all life has to offer. Down into your throat so you can speak your divine truth as a woman. So we can hear you. You have wisdom to share. Your words have got power. So also be very mindful about what words you are using, the language you're using, that it's positive, because, you know, our words are our wand, okay? Feeling this light now gently land onto your shoulders, touching your shoulders, and just releasing any heaviness, letting it go, any cloaks. In fact, I'm getting ancestral, so releasing any ancestral programs. Cancel, clear, delete the story, cancel, clear, delete the story, cancel, clear, story. And what I'm getting here is we're releasing too, kind of this program is that doesn't happen for women, or, you know, like that there's a sacrifice. If you do something for yourself, there's a sacrifice. We're releasing that program of sacrifice. Shake your arms, releasing that light, come down into your arms, hands and fingers, release, 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 release. Feeling this light now move down into your higher heart and your chest, taking away any pressure. Down into your heart, healing and repairing and purifying your heart, because all our emotions go through the heart. Every single emotion goes through the heart. Feeling this light now move down into your solar plexus, your power center. We just do some work in the solar plexus. Yeah. So in fact, when a woman gives away her power, and is used as a scapegoat, which we're seeing out there in the world at the moment, then it weakens the power center. And we're feeling everything that a woman goes through, we'll feel it, because we're connected to that field of consciousness, okay? I'm just going to remove any weakened solar plexus. Clean that up there. Like I'm putting codes in here, cleansing codes. Okay, do you feel the softness? Softness. Okay. So you're coming back into alignment in your solar plexus, where it's like you're like, oh yes, I can, I am, I will, yes. When I say yes to me, the universe says yes to me. Yes. Good yes. When you say yes, you are saying no to something else that no longer serves you. Just like if you were to say yes to something you don't want, you're saying no to something you do want. We're bringing the positive here. Lovely. Okay, I can feel. I'd love to know how you're feeling there. If you're feeling that in your solar plexus, it's much more steady. We've released quite a lot of fear and projection there. So that's great. Back in your power, back in your power, back in your power. Yeah, now the energy is flowing into your sacral, your manifestation power. Sacral is the wealth vault. This is where your abundance is. Feeling like igniting that energy. Yeah, feeling that vibrancy. Being given the energy to do the things that you are required to do for you to have the results that are there for you, okay? And it's really not about the 10 things that you need to be doing. It's the one thing, right? And that one action gives you the results as if you had taken 10, okay? This is the ancient divine feminine way. Feeling that light now move down into your base chakra. Yeah, so really landing in, yes, taking your place at the table of abundance, taking the place, your full energy and yourself at the table of life, vibrancy, abundance, synchronicity, magic. In that light move down your legs, into your feet, down into the floor, through the rocks and lava, and down into the heart of Mother Earth. Lovely. Deep, deep down into the heart of Mother Earth. And really bringing down now your Earth star, which is 16 inches below the soles of your feet. Pulling that, really inviting that down, 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 deep into the heart of Mother Earth, into the crystalline energy. Deep down into the whale matrix. And see the dolphins, dolphin energy as well. Lovely. Now feel yourself plugged in to that unity consciousness, into divine source and earth source at the same time. Feel that unity going. And now this unity consciousness, this oneness, this wholeness, this magic is dancing, it's celebrating, it's dancing, it's moving, right? It's turned into this absolutely gorgeous, luxurious, rich, golden liquid light with all these little lines of the rainbow colors right through it, like dancing right up through. And this is encoded with the purity of the female consciousness. When the female consciousness was created at the very, 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 very beginning, we are connecting with that pure, pure energy. It's very, very powerful. This is the ancient divine feminine energy of the woman creator. Just feeling that, like to explode, like to release right up through the earth into your earth star, up into the soles of your feet, and your chakras are even expanding from the base of your feet, right? And I'm showing you're being elevated. Wow, do you feel the elevation? Rising up through your legs, into your hips, through into the trunk of your body, into your heart, bursting open your heart so that you can have, do, and be more. Expanding that up through your throat, through the crown of your head, into your energy field, into the room you're in, the home you're in, the street you're in, the country you're in, and out through the whole wide world, and out to the galaxies. And you're just going to bring your hands in the prayer position over your heart, just balancing the left and right hemispheres of your brain and your energy. Bringing that in and down, bringing that in and down. Crossing your hands over your knees to ground and anchor that in. And giving thanks. So drink plenty of water. Let that just land in and find its place within you to support you in really, really being the woman that you came here to be. Okay. And if you would like and are looking and feeling called to be in an ancient divine feminine sacred space with women who are on a mission, who are elevated women, co-creating a love-based culture, working in business in a very divine feminine way, growing their intuition, growing spiritually, expanding your mindset, and just finding your unique path of prosperity, so there isn't one size fits all, then let's hop on a call and we can just really see if you are ready to embrace the sacred divinely prosper container, which is a 1-year commitment. And it's most of the women actually are doing their 2nd year because they are just really being and stepping into that expanded self. And we are also doing this for the collective. This is really part of our mission, part of our soul's contract. So see if it's part of your soul contract. And if you resonate with, Goddess Isis, with the Atlantean high priestesses, because the women in this space in Divinely Prosper, we were all together at Golden Atlantis, and we're coming back here now to use those gifts and connect the dots and use it, personally, professionally, and prosper. It's time for us to prosper. Wishing you a wonderful Saturday, sending you so much love, and I'd love to hear from you to see what your experience was of that activation portal and that healing, and share this with anybody that you feel, any other woman that might need that lift, that's going through a rough time, because this can really shift you. This is quick and easy, okay? It's not difficult. It's instantaneous. Take care, my darlings. See you next week. Mwah. Love you.